So here are the ingredients that you're going to need to use. You're going to need some butter, some parsley, some garlic cloves, or if you prefer, some garlic powder, shrimp, and salt. So let's get cooking. Before you start, please make sure that all of your surfaces are clean with soap and water, and you also have some dishwater available in case you drop anything or need to wash your hands. So let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start preheating my skillet. I usually use this skillet that is electric because it's convenient, but if you're using your stove, you need to have your fire between 1 and 10, probably on a 8 or a 9. You want to get your item really hot because you want to make sure as soon as you start putting your food in, it starts to cook immediately. So as I warm it up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding the ingredients to my skillet. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is add a stick of butter. As you can see, my pan is getting hot, so I'm going to let that start melting. The next thing I have is about a pound, maybe a little over a pound of shrimp. So as the butter starts to melt, I'm going to add this gradually. So I'm going to help the butter by moving it around a little bit. If you keep it in the center of the pot, it cooks faster. Okay, as that's cooking, I have my freshly peeled garlic that I'm going to use in my garlic smasher directly into my pot. I use 2 cloves. If you like a lot of garlic, you can add more. If you don't really like a lot of garlic, you can add less. It's kind of up to you on the seasons that you choose once you add the butter. So now as I'm turning and stirring, the next thing I'm going to do is show you my shrimp. I usually use large to jumbo. These I believe are large. Have a little butter there. I like them with the tip on, but if you don't want the tip on, you can always take it off. Now these have already been deshelled and cleaned. So the only thing I did was take off the tip to show you an example. But the rest of mine, as you see, I'm going to keep the tail on. Alright, so I smell the garlic. It's cooking. The butter is almost melted. And now I'm going to slowly add my shrimp. Now just remember, shrimp doesn't take a long time to cook, so you don't want to overcook it. But you want to make sure that it's all the way done. The way I know that my shrimp is done is because it starts to turn pink. So here we go, we're going to add a little at a time. Just remember, once you start adding it, it will definitely start to cook. I like to add mine beginning in the center. I have water at the bottom, so I just add a few at a time. As you can see, some of them are already turning pink, which is what you want. This is basically a saute for the shrimp. And today, with this recipe, I already have some pre-cooked rice that I'm going to add the shrimp with. So as you see, the center is cooking a little bit faster than the outside, which is fine. All we're going to do is rotate the shrimp so we can make sure all of it can get cooked evenly. And this is when I like to add just a little salt. Now my preference is fine Himalayan pink salt, but if you like, you can add seasoned salt, you can add regular salt, you can add any flavor that you like. Okay, so now that's done. I always like to add a little bit of parsley for color. That smells delicious. And voila, this is pretty much it. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this continue to cook. And then we're going to plate it over the rice, and we will be right back. So this is the final product. As you see, I just have it on a bed of rice. I plated my shrimp on top, and the butter and garlic sauce I poured on top of the shrimp. This was such an easy but delicious recipe, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for joining me in the kitchen with Miss Kelly. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.